bank statement is the document you get from a bank in order to show your transactions you have been doing with that bank. It can still be that of your sponsor, it can be that of your parents, depending on the country. A blocked account is, as an international student who intend to move to any European country this year, you should be able to do your things quickly. This is something someone called me today for a one-on-one consultation, and I decided to share this information here. All right, please, if you are applying to any country in Europe, you should understand that appointments at the various embassies is really a hurdle. All right. Last year, I have students who applied or who had appointment at embassies but never attended those appointments. Some others equally tried booking appointments at various embassies but didn't succeed. The main reason is because they never understood how immigration process works. First thing first, as an international student, if you are, let me say, if you are trying to apply for a particular country this year, you should apply quickly. This is already February, March, April. Make sure by May you should be having your admissions letter, and you make sure you start booking the appointment immediately. The reason I'm saying so is because reason number one, a lot of students want to migrate to Europe now. A lot of students want to move abroad. Therefore, the competition is higher, and of course, people who are booking appointments at various embassies, there are a lot. So what happens is that if your appointment comes late, when all these people have already booked appointments, you are not going to get a spot. Remember, appointments, they give you according to how you booked it from the system. For example, if I book an appointment today and person B books tomorrow, automatically my appointment has to come before that of person B if they are following diplomatic rules and, let's say, first come first serve basis, which is the way embassies usually follow according to appointments that I know. All right, most embassies will work on a first come first serve basis. Now, if you go maybe in July, when a lot of people have already getting or are getting their visas, you are going in June, July to book an appointment. That is a very big problem for you. Embassies like the Polish embassy is so complicated now when it comes to appointment issues. All right. Other embassies like maybe the Lithuanian embassy is equally so complicated when it comes to appointment issues. All right. Then other embassies like maybe the Latvian embassy usually suffers a lot because of congestion. Embassies like the German embassy also have a lot of rules, or let's say they have rules that you must follow in terms of grading. The German embassies in most of our African countries like Cameroon and Nigeria, they always emphasize nowadays on grades. If you don't have maybe like 3 A-level papers and maybe a 3.00 on the scale of 4, and of course maybe 12 points advanced level, as a Cameroonian you cannot book for list A at the German embassy in Cameroon, and those who are booking list B, they have to wait up till the point where all list A candidates are finished. All right, so that is something you should know about appointments. The more your grades are good, the better for you. And for German embassy, it's so complicated. Someone wrote me from Nigeria asking me if she is qualified for list A or list B. I couldn't understand the grading system, and I told her to ask somebody because I'm not a Nigerian, so it's difficult for me to know how your WAEC looks like and all the rest. So before you book an appointment, know what you are doing. And again, try to have your admissions letter early so that you book your appointment early and start the visa process quickly. Now, that is the first point I wanted to trash, and it has been done. Let's take a look at another thing. These countries in Europe, all right, all the countries in Europe and across the world, they have a particular number of students they take per semester into their home country. For example, Lithuanian government may want to bring in 800 or 1,000 international students into Lithuania to start studies during the fall 2023. Now, what happens is that as soon as they start giving visas worldwide, or maybe from Africa, and it is about to clock 800 people, all right, they will make sure that they give the remaining people and close the appointments. At the end of the day, you may be trying to book an appointment and you don't get dates, or you may go to the embassy website and you don't get dates. That is because The system has been closed. They needed 800 people and they have given visas out already. All right, this is another technique that people use, that these countries use, but international students don't understand. So in all, make sure you get your admissions letter as early as possible. It is very, very important, because when you get it early, you start your visa process early, it is going to help you a lot. I hope this makes a lot of sense. Another thing I want to emphasize on here are documents you provide to diplomatic missions or embassies. I was reading somewhere, someone was complaining that the American embassy is tough, the German embassy is tough, and the Lithuanian embassy is tough. In fact, every student, they are in my inbox asking me, Milton, which visa is easy, which visa is easy to get, which admission is easy. Look, international students, nothing is easy again in this world to get. Even if you are toasting a girl from Africa, it is not going to be easy for you, my brother. I'm telling you. So you should know this and know peace. There is nothing that is easy again right now. First, I always tell international students, gather the courage and go and face your fears. You cannot be wanting to move abroad and you are afraid to apply for a visa. Impossible mission. You have to go like a giant. Secondly, when you are going like a giant to apply for the visa, remember there are visa rules. I still see people coming to me and they're like, Milton, what documents do I need for the embassy? Are you really kidding me? Are you supposed to ask me these questions? No. When I get an admissions letter for you, that is what I do for most people. That is where my works end. If I must take it further, I'm just helping you, all right? And my aim of opening this channel is to help international students, not just from Africa. Now, when you are applying for the visa or you intend to apply for visa, the first thing you should do, or the first site you should go to, is the embassy's website. I hope you understand the embassy's website, because on the embassy's website, all the documents, everything you need is listed there. Please exercise patience and read. Read and read. Read, please. I know why I'm insisting on read. Read. Now, on the embassy website, they will state everything there, including documents, including insurance, including medical certificate, including legalization if needed, including maybe other things like visa application fee if needed. They will include the fees, everything on the website. Now, what do you need to do? You need to start from there. If you have questions and more further questions, that is when you reach out to people like myself or maybe to other people that can help. So know these differences and know that it means a lot. As an international student, you need to learn how to check information. If you migrate abroad, then you go to a university when you are going to be doing thesis. What are you going to do? I still find international students, they come to me, they are like asking me, Milton, how is study abroad? Study abroad is not biscuit. Even in our home countries, studying there is difficult more than abroad. But abroad, you are going to be very technical in order to succeed. You must read. There you have to read. Here in Africa or where we are coming from, you can just maybe use some techniques and tricks and you succeed. But in Europe, you have to read. In a course, you will do maybe 15 or 10 or 5 different presentations before you do an expose, before maybe you do some lab tests, you do some classwork, you do some exams. It is a lot abroad, all right, more than Africa. So please, you have to put this into consideration. Now, what are the documents you are going to be supplying when it comes to visa application, and what are the key documents? Let me talk about the key documents. The first document is your travel itinerary. Travel document, your international passport. Make sure it is great and great to the point where an immigration official will not ask you questions. Do not take a passport to an embassy that is left 5 months. If your passport is almost expiring, get a new passport. It is very important. Now, proof of funds. I would like to emphasize on this. I still see a lot of people, they don't understand the difference between a blocked account and a bank statement. A lot of students don't understand the difference between a blocked account and a bank statement. A bank statement is the document you get from a bank in order to show your transactions you have been doing with that bank. It can still be that of your sponsor. It can be that of your parents, depending on the country. A blocked account is money you put in somewhere. You close it like this. You close the money like this. This is a blocked account. Most of the times, these countries will tell you how to go about the blocked account. Example is Norway. They will tell you what to put, how to go about it, the account to use, and every other thing. Other times, you may not be told, like the case of Germany. You may not be told what bank to do, but you need to create your account yourself. For Germany, you are opening the account with Fiti Bank, which is associated with Sücher Bank. I hope that is clear. The German blocked account money has doubled. It is now 11,000 plus euros. For Norway, they have introduced tuition fee, and of course, before last year, they were providing block the accounts you are going to block the money inside, 7 million plus. So the conditions is getting critical. Things are getting tougher. If you want to move abroad, move now. Those who are going to be applying for Lithuanian student visas know that we don't have the embassies in our home countries. Therefore, you are going to be moving to Egypt and South Africa. Some will apply at the VFS office in Nigeria. Then your documents will be sent to Istanbul. Those who are applying for Turkish visas, you have to know that the best way to migrate to Turkey is to use a student visa. Don't use a tourist visa. Don't. I am advising you now. Don't. Now, the best places to go as of now, which are cheap, include Croatia, Czech Republic, Latvia, Lithuania. All right, these are the places that are somehow cheap in Europe. Poland, but again, the conditions for Poland to get appointment is really complicated. Put this into consideration. For you to get a visa at the embassy, it is not a day's job. The very first thing that will give you a visa at the embassy, it is not God, it is not anything, it is not magic. The very first thing that will give you a visa at the embassy, any embassy, is first you providing the right documents. You yourself providing the right documents. If you don't provide the right documents, you may never get a visa at any embassy. Take this from me today. You must provide the right documents if you need a visa. I emphasize on this and I say this again because a lot of students come to me and they're like, Milton, which visa is easy? First, provide the right documents and sit, pray and relax and watch things manifest. Before going to the embassy, know where you are going to be schooling, know where you are going to be staying, know things about your school, know the city in which your school is, and so many other things. Do not go to the embassy, your university is in Czech Republic, and you will be staying in Prague, and they are like, the visa official is like, Milton, where is your university? And where are you going to be staying? You will be like, I don't know. You are directly telling the visa official not to give you the visa because you are not serious. Even if I'm the one, I will not give you because you do not know where you are going and what you want to go and do. You are unserious. Please let us do the right things. I am emphasizing on this because I see a lot of students, they still get confused with so many things, all right? So this is my petty advice for you. And I think that if you need a one-on-one consultation with me, please book an appointment from the video description box. It is going to help you, all right? Till we meet again in another one. Guys, please, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe now and turn on the notification bell so that when next I post another one, you should be the first to watch. Till we meet again in another one. Peace.